Hi, this is Congressman Tom Garrett, filming the day after President Trump's State of the Union address. And many of you who follow me on the news and in the media will recall any number of occasions when I've complained about the messaging coming out of the White House. Well, I can't right now. I think last night the president struck the exact right tone. I believe that in a country built on the blood, sweat, and tears of great men and women, from Patrick Henry to Dr. King, from Abraham Lincoln to Barbara Johns, from George Washington to Ronald Wilson Reagan, that we need to focus on our common values, that we should focus on what Dr. King implored us to focus on 53 years ago last August, the content of one's character and not the color of one's skin. And yet, there's a drumbeat of balkanization coming from one side of the political aisle. Some of you might think, well, Congressman Garrett, what have you done to work as a bipartisan? And I want to speak to that. We've worked hard over this last year to obtain 39 Democrat co-sponsors to bills that our office has filed. Likewise, we've put our monies where our mouths are in the opposite direction, co-sponsoring 19 pieces of legislation dropped by different Democrat members from across the ideological spectrum so that we find good bills, whether Republican or Democrat in their genesis, that we think will help the people of America and the 5th District of Virginia, and we chime in full strength. Meanwhile, last night, we heard a president who called on Americans to set aside their differences and come together. In fact, I was greatly disappointed to learn of the reaction of Minority Leader Pelosi in particular, who refused to clap at calls for bipartisanship. It's okay to smile. It's okay to acknowledge that we have common shared values. However, as President Trump said the following words, this is the face made by Minority Leader Pelosi. President Trump's words, "Tonight, I call on all of us to set aside our differences, to seek common ground, and to summon the unity that we need to deliver for the people. This is really the key. These are the people we were elected to serve." Meanwhile, those words are met with not a single clap and this face. What we need in this country is more of this, Democrat bills that we're co-sponsoring, and less of this stone-faced rejection of a call to unify based on shared values. We'll continue in our office to work across the aisle to do what we believe is right based on the values that we articulated when we ran for office and we continue to espouse today, knowing that America is better when we work together, focusing on those things that unite us, not allowing others to tear us apart. God bless you, and thank you for tuning in.